enjoy the weather. You just got the stage a bit kind of post-credit. Actually, that would be incredible.
How's it going?
So happy to be here.
Well, I work in Middlebury, Vermont, which you probably haven't heard of. Small range. Mind if I record this? We're on.
That's what you should be doing.
Yeah. Okay. This should pick us up.
Okay.
It works pretty well. I guess I got a few minutes, so I'll ask you some simple questions.
Okay.
I suppose. Past the how did it all start? But how's the tour going?
Long.
Medium?
14 months so far.
Yeah, I saw you guys in New York and Troy. Enjoyed that quite a bit.
Yeah, that's
How's the cult been?
getting better.
Did you guys choose those people, or is it a management thing?
Both. It's a combo. I mean, it has to be somebody that we can, figure it's going to be worthwhile for us to take out, We try to take a bit more of a chance than a lot of people, It could be real easy to just have some limited show of just all metal, We could have some Exodus or fucking who knows opening for us,
Yep.
But instead we get somebody that offers a bit more, maybe, can broaden the spectrum, for people to come in to see the show and stuff.
Yep. How about, all right, switch gears. And it's obviously probably too early to ask, but as far as the new album, the next album, I mean, I would think touring around, sometimes you guys got nothing better to do to sit on the bus and play, no?
No.
That
Nowadays we have a plane, so we don't have really much bus action anymore. As far as writing, we don't write until we get home usually. It's like, we're here to do a live show, and that's what we're worried about concentrating on, is a live show.
Alright, because I just wondered if, especially, you know, you're obviously, you know, the subject lately, last year, and just wondered if, you know, your first album with them might have been an exploration sort of thing.
Absolutely.
But now, I mean, you feel comfortable?
Yeah, it's all together now. It's all
So you
together.
assume the next one will be at least as good, if not better?
I would say better. I don't know it's going to be better. I mean, it has to be better.
You guys ever think you'll do a live album?
Yeah, someday. I'd really like to.
Because the best you can get now is, you know, Jump in the Fire, that's 2 songs, and, you know, I got a half dozen bootlegs.
Yeah, sometime we'll do an official one, but it'll probably be quite a while.
I just wanted, I don't know if you noticed, I mean, you used to be in Flotsam and Jepson. I got all your old albums. And, I mean, maybe you noticed it as well as I did. I don't know how much of a question I can make this, but in Metallica the last couple, their sound has changed a lot, especially from Kill 'Em All. And what I really enjoyed when I saw you guys in New York was when you sang Whiplash, that chorus, that verse in Whiplash. And I also thought of, you listened to the No Life to Leather bootlegs, and you got Dave Mustaine singing. And I found it really interesting when you've got his voice and you got your voice. I thought those were the best parts. Like in one, you sing some little bits, right? Do you see that coming around ever?
I hope so. I don't know about studio, but live, I love singing.
I thought that was one of the best parts of the show,
No.
and I think a band really gets better with an added voice.
Well, yeah, I've been doing more actually. A couple shows ago, I sang 2 verses in Whiplash. I sang the last chorus in Creeping Death. You know, a few little things here and there.
So you're going to try and push
more
that?
and more. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Okay. Well, more power to you, because honestly, like I said, just out of a lot of these are curiosity questions, because I've been listening to Metallica forever. And just one thing, you know, maybe it won't seem as offensive to you, but Dave Mustaine question. Is there a final? I wonder what the final word is, because I've read, you know, they hate each other. It's all right. They hate each other. What's the story?
It's
on that?
nothing. It's non-existent. I mean, it's not even. Since I've been in the band, it's never even been anything that came to mind. It was always a press thing. I mean, there's not even. We don't even think anything about it. Dave and Lars talk every once in a while. They're pretty good buddies.
I mean, Jeff.
James and Dave. It doesn't. It means nothing. It has nothing. No
that's
weight
great.
at all.
That's great. I mean, because I've just read. I mean, I've read some awful things said by both, but these are in these magazines to which I would give no credit.
Yeah, I know
you
a lot of people ask about them a lot. But it's bullshit. It's all bullshit.
Did you ever see a Megadeth Metallica? Well, Metallica Megadeth tour?
No. Well, maybe that's done.
Oh, is it? And they've switched too many people.
I'm just over, man.
Oh, that's tough. It's tough. Another brief question. 590 was your first appearance for a lot of people. Do you see another one of those?
Never know. We always like messing around, doing weird stuff, so it's
that
very
was
possible.
The freshest, I mean, the nicest thing ever. And
good word, nice.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's a weak word, I suppose. But I mean,
no, I like it.
The thing is, I mean, you know, after the accident, you know, and you coming in, no one knew what to expect, and there's a lot of bass in that.
That's how it should be too.
And
yeah, it's really weird. The difference between the album mix and the EP mix is, you know, night and day.
Yeah.
And sometime, I guess the next album we have to find somewhere in between there.
I really liked the production or lack of production on 590.
Oh yeah, me too.
I thought that was.
That's where it's at, and that's
really
about
what
it's all about.
The thing is, it's so well played. Not to be super complimentary, because I become stupid, but I mean, it's so well played. It sounds as well produced as 9 out of 10 albums that you end up hearing anyway. And for me, I mean, what I liked about it is that it was fun. I mean, Justice for All is a lot more serious. And
well, that's one thing. The EP came out like we wanted it to, and it came out. It reflected exactly our feelings when we were trying it, when we were making it. It doesn't happen a whole lot in albums, you know. They don't come out exactly like you want them to come out. And this one, weirdly enough, it came out exactly like we planned on. And you can tell it's just totally fun. When we're tracking, you know, that's good enough, you know, close enough, that type of thing. Real loose type, happy feel.
Run to the hills at the end.
Right, just silliness, you know, just like being fun. That's all.
No, I think that was very well timed. Pretty astute. What kind of bands are you guys listening to lately?
We all listen to different stuff. I listen to a lot of Motown and, you know, weird stuff, old jazz stuff, and Red Hot Chili Peppers, and
you listening to the Faith No More album?
And Violence and shit like that.
Oh, that reminds me. In Rolling Stone, they had like 3 of you guys picked your top 5 new bands, and you were the only one that picked Violence, and that troubled me because I thought that was the best new metal album by far of that year, of new band. I thought that was incredible.
They are my favorite metal band.
Are you guys think you're gonna do anything with them down the road? No.
I find it hard to see that we're ever gonna do anything really with any kind of full-out metal bands anymore, unless in a festival situation.
Did Wrong sort of sell?
That's not what we're really after anymore. I mean, like I said before, it's just too easy to do that kind of a thing, and it's pretty such a limited audience and such a limited, you know, people just they're so closed-minded to stuff like that. You know, when you get a band like Queensrÿche or The Cult that can actually write songs, that's actually a real band, you know, they come out and play, and they're doing something that's way over here compared to Metallica and stuff.
You might get some cult people
to like Metallica. That's exactly the idea.
Oh, that's great. Because when I bought this, that's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, I was too. You know, I've known those guys for a while.
But that would
live,
have the
they're
crowd
live.
Really? Well, I doubt they'll ever come by.
No, probably not this way. But
how about will you ever, just out of curiosity, it's a new album I just heard last week. Nirvana. Listen to them.
Nirvana.
Very Motorhead-ish.
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys see it, you should check it. How about have you guys noticed any of the effect that you've had on the industry?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I like it. I like that we're able to make such an impact with, you know, we're not really doing anything different. We're just the same guys, and we're just blasting loud, you know, we're doing what we want to do and getting away with it, and people are starting to really pay a lot of attention to it and get really, you know, like make judgments according to it, and the industry and stuff, you know, they see, say the single came out, you know, the one single, and they see it taken off, and they see the video go to #1 for how many ever weeks and this and that, and you know, they have to jump on the wagon, you know, they have to get in. So I see that a lot. I see a lot of brown nosing and you know, a lot of bandwagon stupidity, just because, you know, they change with the wind, you know.
Yep.
And that kind of stuff that I don't like. That's one thing I really don't like about this business. Everything else is pretty cool because we have a very unique contract where we're in control of everything, you know. We have last word on everything, no matter what it is. So the Cult opening, or making a video, or making a record, or playing here in Vermont, or whatever it is. So it's, you know, sometimes I look at it and the people that try to manipulate all these bands and stuff, that's what really makes me mad, you know. But people make me mad for the musician because they're just going for the ride. They go, you know, they work so long to get to this one spot where they got a record and everything, and they go, oh cool, we're on a ride now, here we go, right? And they just let the people take them, and 6 months up, see it.
When it sinks.
And yeah, and that's it. And so it's a matter, you really have to be a thinking type person. You can't just like be there and play and we'll be, and here we go. It's gotta be, you gotta be thinking.
Well, I mean, you guys have definitely done something along the lines of quality that a lot of bands, because I'm living in Vermont, I'm kind of a sore thumb sometimes, being a Metallica fan, and I've had to argue with a lot of my friends and say, you know, Jesus, they're not bad. You know, it's not, you know, there's no candle Satan worshiping, there's no, you know, it's that. But and then I play just a few things, and people go, you know, sure, I still may not like it, but that's, you know, I can see that's a band.
Yeah.
You know, that's not a bunch of.
Yeah, it's a matter, you know, a matter of like dignity, you know, and being able to satisfy yourself first. You got to be able to play, you know, like you think you're doing good. Like I say, that Justice album, you know, we wrote these 9 songs, and they were to like the best pretty much we could do up to, you know, at that point, right? So that's it. I mean, they satisfied us, and we dug them. So like, we recorded them, you know, it's not like we're going, oh man, is anybody gonna like this? Oh shit, you know. Oh, we better change that because that sounds like somebody else. Or it's bullshit, man. You play what you want to play, and that's that.
Well, how do you decide what songs get played live?
It's a matter of how they fit in the set. I mean, that has a lot to do with it. You know, we try to create a show, you know, like
Give 'em a good
an
spread.
evening with Metallica. You know, we play a couple hours, and you have to. You do moods, and we come out blasting, right? But if you can't blast the whole set, just buy 6 songs in, everybody's gonna go.
And you do your little sit-down number.
Yeah, and
that's
you gotta
great.
get around. You know, it's like you take the mood up for a bit, and then do Sanitary, and then do the thing that should not be, or something. Come down for a second, then 4 Horsemen around, back up, Master Puppets, woo, and all this shit. Cut back down, Fade to Black. You know, it's gotta be like a moody thing. You know, it's like a show, stimulation, non-stimulation. You know, whatever.
Yeah. When's this tour end for you guys?
I think October 5th.
That's my birthday.
There you go.
I'll be legal, finally. Where's that gonna be?
That's Rio de Janeiro.
Oh, it's not a bad place then.
There you go.
What, you guys gonna take a break then?
Yeah, we're gonna hibernate for quite a while, man. We've been out for a long time, you know.
Well, you did that last time.
Yeah, but that's what has to be done. I mean, look what came of it.
Yeah. You guys, you know, not to compare you to the band, that particular band, but you know, you're on like a Bon Jovi thing. They do Slippery When Wet, and then they crank another one out, and it sucks.
No.
I don't like the band. I don't like the album. Just talking as far as.
Oh, you're saying that they tried to ride because they were missing parts, and so they jumped in and they
That's
didn't make it work.
I'm not saying you're like Bon Jovi.
Okay, I was getting all confused.
No. I mean,
Doesn't matter if we just do. I mean, if we go home and we're gonna rest naturally for a month or so, we're just gonna hang out and do whatever, and a lot of things people that have other occupations, you know, regular type occupations, take for granted. You know, driving your truck, shooting guns, going fishing, going to the grocery store, you know, shit like that. Waking up and not having to travel anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, waking up and just watching Andy Griffith if you want to.
Yep.
Or whatever. You know, these things you people take for granted. Just those are things that I love, and I can't wait to get home to do. You know. And so we'll do that for a month or so, and then if the writing comes about, I mean, if we just start for some reason, you know, kick some serious ass and just go, wow, there's 10 songs, you know, boom,
Maybe
let's
it'll
just
happen,
come together, you know, boom. You can't say, man, it's very unpredictable.
Same sort of format though, big albums, you think?
Yeah, it'll still be, you know, I think we're probably going to try to shorten songs down a little bit because we've realized now that some of it just doesn't need to be. I mean, some of the songs and stuff go a little bit unnecessarily long. I might have to bring them down a little bit.
But
Just by the
people are
way,
getting their
I don't
money's
need 3 minutes. I mean, you know, 6.5 minutes.
I mean, you're still getting your money's worth, so that's why.
That's one thing I think that we've got is we usually give everybody their money's worth, whether it
Yeah.
comes to an album or a disc or
or
a
a
live
show. Yeah, no, I agree. That's what. Well, listen, I'm not gonna bug you too much more. You got a show to do. But can I steal 3 things from you? Not
Well,
3 things. Station.
my wife and
Well, just they're all station IDs,
Okay.
really. Well, could you say them?
I can say if you got them written down, it's real easy, much easier for me.
Oh, here. Well, I'll write them down.
That's Are those Nike shoes, man?
No, these are Merrell's. They're kind of.
Do you know which ones I'm talking about? The Nikes that look like that. You know what they're called?
No.
Starts with an A.
Don't.
I can get them for free. That's fine.
Oh, can you? Because the Nikes are the worst brand.
Yeah, I know. I just got these for free, right? After 2 weeks, look at that. This right
Is
here.
that from
Right
you
there.
play in these?
Number 2, yeah. No, not play. No, I play basketball.
Oh. Yeah, well, I play basketball in these. I think I almost broke my ankle. These are hot. The New Balance ones are hot too.
Yeah.
But if you can get the Nikes, take them. Go for the leather. Here, and you can embellish it.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can.
And then here. You ever listen to Raven?
Yeah. But
Alright, 3 quick things. Which I wrote quicker. What they are is one's a normal station ID, and then 2 quick ones for big metal shows. Alright, here, leave it. It's see, I'm from Middlebury. I'm from Burlington, but I work for WRMC 91.7 FM in Middlebury, Vermont.
okay.
And then, if you could say you are listening to Faster Than the Speed of Light.
What's that?
That's a show, it's a metal show. That's why that's an old Raven.
What's his last word?
Heavy Metal Mind Damage with Haig. It's a person. So go ahead,
Ready?
Shane.
Yeah, this is Jason, new kid from Metallica, and you're listening to WRML 91.7 FM in Middlebury. Okay, no, same thing we're listening to, this shit. Okay. This is Jason from Metallica, and you are currently listening to Faster Than the Speed of Light, 91.7 FM WRML in Middlebury. This is Jason, new kid from Metallica, and you're tuned to Heavy Metal Mind Damage with Haig on 91.7 FM WRML.
Appreciate it. And here, I get them for free. 4 fancy RMC t-shirts. Oops. 4. The idea is that we don't play top 40 shit. That's our 40th anniversary. So at worst, it's clean laundry. You can throw at people in the audience.
Very nice. Thanks, man.
Thank you.